Ray, how do you think Cam has handled all this?
All right, I'm gonna give you two sides of this. God darn it. Because when you watch the game, the rules are different for the quarterback position. Bottom line. And when you watch Brady, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, when you watch all of these guys, if you whiff by them, they throw a flag quickly in the pocket. Yeah, oh my gosh. I almost lost my mind in New England to see Suggs blow by Brady's knee and never touch him and watch Brady scream to the refs, "That's a flag." And the ref dropped the flag. And when you see these hits, some of these hits that Cam is taking from the quarterback position, you have to say, why don't you call that? Like, why isn't that a penalty for Cam Newton? Like, why? Because he's bigger than most of these people who's coming in and hit him? Or because he's physical, but because he dances? What it is, why is it that Cam Newton don't get the same treatment that most quarterbacks get? So I'm with him 100% on, if you're gonna call the game like that, then call the game like that. Now, let me flip that, okay? And let me go from my perspective. I'm trying to hit Cam. I'm trying to, from a defensive perspective. You know this. When we had a thing, Steve McNair was one of the most physical quarterbacks that you could ever play against, one of the most toughest quarterbacks you will ever play against. And we sat in the meeting and said, somebody got to hit him all day long. And he got to keep getting up off the ground until he gets tired of being hit. So do I understand it from a defensive perspective on why you got to get to somebody like this? You got to slow this guy down. This guy he's a game changer if you let him start leaning on your DBs, leaning on your linebackers. He putting shoulders on them. Now, within the pocket, for me, I said this on a soundbite after New England and Brady got this call and everything and losing my mind. And I'm like, listen, I put on my pants one leg at a time, just like he do. And I promise you, he can't spend his money in heaven where I'm going. So it don't matter how much money you got or who your wife or who this. It's football. And if you step out here on the battlefield, deal with it. So do I understand what Cam is saying from the quarterback position? Absolutely. But I'm also telling you that in a game like this with a guy that physical, if I'm a defensive guy, man, I'm drawing up every blitz to get to you, to hit you, to make you keep getting off the ground. I want to see these press conferences if I'm a defensive player, because that's how I know I'm getting to you. That's kind of me.